our mic stopped working, but now we are live. We are
Yes.
live. So, hello, my beautiful inspirational divas. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? What's special happening on this Tuesday evening? Do let us know that you have already started watching this live video. Post some comments. Hi. And then eventually we can start talking to our special guest today. Yes, so we have started getting messages. So, welcome everyone. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. So, today we have our special guest, Mubina, dietitian Mubina Chamdar, with us. So, let us welcome the special inspirational divas, and then we can start asking questions eventually and talking a bit about the diet routines or dietitians or any questions that you have for her. We can start taking it up one by one. So, welcome, Mubina. Thank you so much for joining this talk show.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Pooja, for inviting. And sorry, I'm still trying to figure it out because I never use phone. So
That's all
okay,
right. Yeah,
this is a
no
new
problem.
setup for me.
Be
Hello,
fine.
guys. I'm learning with you guys. It's always the first time for everything, isn't it? We
Yeah,
all learn
100.
somewhere. So this is the new software for me. So I think it's working fine. We'll get there. Hello,
Yeah,
everyone, and we'll have fun today.
yeah.
That's something I can promise.
100%. I'm already looking forward to this conversation, Mubina. Before we begin this journey, can you tell us a bit about yourself? Like, what do you do? How you started this journey, and then eventually we'll continue.
Yes, actually, you know what? I have gone, I've traveled many tracks in my life, and I've learned different things. I try different things, and I enjoy learning different things. So I was interested in nutrition very young age. When the newspaper used to come in the house, we said daily newspaper. We have a routine in India. Everyone reads the newspaper with their breakfast. That's part of everyone's breakfast.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
the
True.
first thing I used to pick from that newspaper was the nutrition part from very
Okay.
young age. Yes, and they would talk about different tips and the gharelu nuskhe and those
Uh-huh.
things. It really got me interesting. But because I was growing up in a small town, in university there was a subject called nutrition. There was,
Okay.
I mean, many of us familiar with, we just had a branch like either you take maths or this sort of, biology. I had a science. So that's what the choice we had. And I had to
Yes.
study everything like chemistry, physics,
Three
everything
subjects:
was
physics,
compulsory.
chemistry, biology, and that's
Yes,
it. You are done.
done. So we covered everything basically. Why learn just one thing? We learn everything. So that's a
Yeah.
good thing. And actually, you know what? Learning those things helped me a lot. Now whatever I see, there's a scientist in me. There's an interest. Everything I question.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
investigate, and that has really, and I everything I try to, whatever information is presented to me, I kind of try to go into deeper and analyze in around everything around me. I try to analyze it and see how
Yeah.
nature works, how phenomena, other phenomena work. So which is good
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
in life you need to know a lot more than just one subject, just nutrition. I
Yeah.
mean, life is
100%.
bigger than that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you deal
100%.
with so many things, and it came handy when it was time for me to educate my children. It came really handy. I was able to motivate them, encourage them in terms of a science subject from the very beginning. I was able to kind of guide them and ask, instead of instead of not rote learning, I make sure they don't do rote learning. They kind of
Mm-hmm.
inquire, they investigate and learn through the experience, not by. So that really helped me, and my boys really did well. So that was the advantage. So and then when I came to Australia, then I went and did after my BSc in biology, I
Okay.
went in and did computer science.
Oh, wow.
That time, very
Biology,
long ago,
computer
it
science.
yes, it was because I came from a small town. I wasn't expected to do any job, but very few women actually went to university. Very
Yeah.
few. I
True.
count myself as one of the lucky one who actually went to university. Actually, my father was very particular about education.
Wow.
So, and we did a study because for the sake of educating ourselves, not for
Yeah.
the end, getting a job at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I had opportunity. Then I started investigation. Okay, what else
Mm.
after that? So I found there was a computer courses was the very beginning. I would say what year was it? 1990, I think 1990s. I'm talking about long back, 30 years. How many years ago? Yeah, 35 years ago. So
Yeah.
almost so that long ago. So at that time, very like a basics and COBOL, and I don't know whether you heard of all those
I
languages.
know I've read all these languages, COBOL and all this. I've read by myself.
And you know the computers, they were like, we had a DOS. Directly we spoke to DOS. It wasn't like a there was no interface.
Yeah.
Nowadays everything is like, it's a GUI. It's very friendly,
Yeah.
user friendly. But in those days, every command we had to type. That was fun.
Yeah. No, I know.
That was fun. I did that, and I did a bit of a job in that area as well. And then when I came to Australia, and then I started investigating what else I can do, and then I found back to nutrition. So I did
Okay.
masters here. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I can say that you have already started getting the gist of nutrition when you were kind of growing
young.
up through newspapers and everything, and then eventually, even after studying in computers, even after studying biology, you turned your face back towards diet and nutrition, and that's really really important, and that led a question in my mind to ask you. um, Nowadays we talk about a lot talk about dietitians. Of course, no offense to dietitians, but I just want to understand your perspective from difference between diet and nutrition, because to
Exactly,
me
exactly.
they are two different things, in my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the word diet has been overly used and abused.
Yes, abused
So
is the right
I
word, I would say.
so now I have stopped using word diet. I use
Oh,
word healthy diet.
yes. Okay.
So there's a diet is kind of, the beach diet, and then the blood type diet, and all
Yeah.
this stuff, because you see it all comes from what people are looking for now. In general, let's go
Yeah.
back to the fundamentals and philosophy.
Yeah.
In general, we are pretty prosperous now. We
Yeah.
are not struggling every day to just put a food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
So the next discovery for us is a health. For us now,
Yes.
we are in a journey of looking for a better health. Now we are in
Yeah.
a journey of looking for mental peace and sort of spiritual journey. You'll see that's
Yeah.
commonly people go for.
Yes. Integrated growth, I
Yes,
would say.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
so because of that, the lot of marketeers out there, they
Yeah.
are taking advantage of those things. People's
Yeah.
sentiment. So they come up with the beach diet and whatnot, like a million out there.
Yeah.
So they just come up with these terms
Mm-hmm.
and fundamental. Okay, why do people lose weight on those things? Number one, they
Mm.
because at the bottom of it, if you core of their routine, basically you don't eat much.
Yeah. 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 Right.
But they just put these fancy names to make it
Yeah.
attractive. What's the reason for it? There's a psychology for it. If you
Yes.
understand the psychology behind it, you won't
Yeah.
fall trap of it. Okay, the
Mindset.
psychology. Yes, the psychology behind is because as a human, how
Yeah.
the human mind works. We
Mm-hmm.
always look for shortcuts.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know that
True. 100% agree.
if one tells you one page documents, as
Yeah.
okay, these are the diet you need, these are the healthy things you need
Mm-hmm.
to eat. You'll go, oh my goodness, too much. If someone says beach diet, that sounds interesting. That sounds
Yeah.
really like a quick fix. Now I don't have to learn all the hard yaka. I don't have
Yes.
to learn those details,
Yes.
and I can just everything can get just fixed by just knowing one word, or someone just
Yes.
give me some magic pill. So
Yes.
the reason behind is because
Yeah.
our brain is designed to find shortcuts. Otherwise, we will be spending a lot of time on everything. See,
Yeah.
everything you whole day, whatever task we do, we constantly think, we constantly figure it out, is there any easier way of doing it? Because
Yeah,
that's how
true.
brain is. And it serves us well. Most of the time it serves us well. But sometimes we fall trap of those false promises. Sometimes I
Yeah.
call them hope in a bottle or hope in a capsule.
Oh,
So
yes.
they're selling you all those things because they know you're looking for shortcuts.
Yeah, yeah. No, and also it leads, but even in my coaching and my mindset techniques, we call it staying in the comfort zone. If you talk about nutrition, um, in my opinion, we compel a person to go out of their comfort zone and try something homemade, fresh, and the food with the proper nutrition and vitamins and everything covered in that one. But nowadays we prefer to go buy a burger or buy a pizza and just get it. So staying in the comfort set, we don't have to cook, we don't have to go out. It's easy. So that's I think, in my opinion, that's also something that I would say matters in diet and nutrition, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. What is happening that especially when we move to Australia or any other countries, migrate other countries,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot of burden on women, lot of burden.
Yes,
We don't get
yes.
a house help.
House help, domestic helps
And
are not
yes,
available.
and
So
the elderly, when people are elderly around, other family members are around, children grow up without, we don't even know back
yeah,
home where
yeah,
kids grow up. Here,
true.
everything responsibility fall on your shoulders.
Individuals,
So
persons.
yes, yes, it is huge responsibility. So what happens? And also when we migrate, there's a lot of new thing we need to learn and absorb, and there's a lot of it strains your brain. So
Yeah,
end of
yeah.
the day, you're not very creative in the kitchen.
Yes, 100%. And of course, a lot of factors involved as well, like the peer pressure. Our kids go out, they also hang out with their friends, and they also get to know about so many things happening out there. They eat the things which we don't like, or we don't, recommend from our Ayurvedic or nutrition, or from our, even if we haven't studied, but still we have our own mindset towards what we shall eat, what our parents have suggested, what our society back in India has suggested. So we have our own belief system towards it. And when the kids grow here, they have their own mindset. So a difference of opinion comes into nutrition and diet as well. Like my friend eats it, he has lost 10 kg weight, and he eats this, but in that my opinion, that is not something that I would recommend my son to eat. So that also is a big thing, I would say.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Child
So
nutrition.
how? Yeah. Sorry. Say that.
No, no,
I'm
you
sorry
finish.
for cutting you.
That's okay. You finish first. That's all right.
Yeah. No, no, no. I was because I'm already talking about diet and nutrition. So my question is for the, is there anything called short-term diets and the long-term diets as well that people are following, that you have seen, that is a culture out there? Is it something that you know?
So when it comes to nutrition, when it
Mhm.
comes to healthy diet, the diet that gives you proper nutrition your body needs for
Yes.
brain to function,
Yeah.
to for you keep your disease away, and your body, the entire body to function, because organs and the whole of our physiology have a particular requirement.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
don't fulfill those requirements, at the end of the day, it's going to suffer.
Yeah.
So
True.
at certain point, body tolerates. The body has a lot of compensational system. Our body is very strong, very strong. So
Yeah.
you can imagine how much torture we do on our body,
Mm.
and then it starts complaining. So it does
Yeah.
have a many mechanism, and we just keep pushing, pushing, pushing until it
True.
starts to complain. At that point, it's actually you have been torturing your body for a very long time. If
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
if you're low in nutrients, or if there are issues in your body, it means it has been a long time since you have been ignoring it. So start
Yeah.
today. Don't wait for the sign. Sign means you've gone down way too far down the
Yeah.
track. Damage has already been done in your body. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't approach for just fulfilling the
Mm-hmm.
just sort of removing the nutrient deficiency, but actually optimum nutrition. Optimum
Yeah.
means in every day you should aim to achieve all those nutrients that your
Yeah.
body necessarily need to survive
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
function optimally like a best, so it can
Yeah.
fight all those cancers, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and all those diseases. This is associated with the modern lifestyle,
Yeah.
which you can prevent. And the biggest, another bigger one, other than cancer,
Mm.
diabetes, and heart disease, is the gut health. It,
Yes. Yes.
because
Yes.
it's because our gut is a very delicate,
Yeah.
and
True.
it's the hardest working organ in the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hardest,
Yeah.
because
True.
imagine what torture it goes through. It is
Mm.
exposed to everything we eat, all the chemicals, all the poisons, all the bacteria, everything is exposed to.
Yeah.
So it's
True.
constantly repairing itself, because it does
Yeah.
damage, but it constantly
Mm-hmm.
repair. But it can
Yeah.
repair only if you provide it the right food.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
True.
if you don't provide the right food, it can't repair itself. So if today's so what happens? I when I give a general nutrition talk, and people are looking for one magic thing,
Yeah.
one, if you want, from today's talk, we talk more about it, but
Yeah.
one, if you want to remember, is the
Yeah.
fiber. Increase fiber in your diet.
Yeah. Okay.
Gut is the main organ in your body. If you
Yeah.
keep that healthy, the a lot of disease, it will get better by itself. Let's put it that way. A lot of
Yeah.
disease is caused by because our gut is not healthy. So what
Yeah.
it does basically, what the fiber does, it feed bacteria. So there's a
Yeah.
probiotic. We heard a lot
Yeah.
probiotic,
Mm-hmm.
prebiotic, and you don't need to go buy hundreds of dollars of those tablets and spend thousands of dollars over the years. You don't need to do that. Our food can provide that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we need
Yeah.
a prebiotic and a probiotics. The probiotics are the bacteria. What these bacteria does, they eat the fiber we can't digest.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple mechanism. We can't digest certain fiber, but those bacteria can digest. They eat it. They're often found in a large gut,
Yeah.
in your large intestine.
Yeah.
So what
Large
they do,
intestine. Yeah.
they eat it, and then they produce beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and that stuff is actually get absorbed in our gut lining. So
Right.
remember I said gut lining is tortures more
Yes.
enormously every day.
Yes.
It goes
Yes.
through a lot of
Yes.
torture. So
Yep.
what it does, it actually it's a food. It's a food for those gut lining.
Right.
Those chemical it produces.
Yep.
That is and that is important. So if there is not enough fiber in your diet, like आप आटे की बजाय आप थोड़ा मैदा ज्यादा है आपकी डाइट में,
Mm.
सब्जियां कम है, दाल कम
Mm-hmm.
है, जैसे चिकन बहुत ज्यादा खा रहे हैं आप,
Yeah.
आजकल चिकन की डाइट चल पड़ी है, तो
Right.
those things, तो good. If you don't have vegetables, if you don't have a fiber in your diet,
Yeah.
then you suffer from those things.
So, what I understood from the conversation today till now is gut cleaning or taking good care of your gut is acting like working upon your the root cause of the problems, not on the symptoms like what you
Yes.
see as a diabetes or arthritis or asthma or any other problem what you get. So others are like your symptoms, but working on your gut health is your root cause fixes.
One of one of them.
One of them, yeah, 100%. I know it's a very vast field and very vast set of information that we are trying to grab, but this is one of the good tip that our divas can utilize for their own health and their own family members' health. That gut cleaning is fixing the root causes, and for that, increase the fibers. And the fibers are like, Mobina, any good examples that we can use in
Vegetables,
daily routines?
vegetables, fruits,
Okay.
nuts. दाल में भी फाइबर्स होते हैं, so use
Uh-huh.
those more. जैसे rice, there is no fiber in rice, and
Right.
there is no if you eat maida, like a lot of people eat now ready-made rotis,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
have a lot of maida in it, so avoid
Mm-hmm.
those. Have extra even if you at home you're making rotis, chapatis, put
Yeah.
extra wheat bran. You can buy a wheat
Yes.
bran in the
Yeah.
boulevards.
Okay.
And in your cereals as well, a lot of cereals don't have any fibers
Oh,
whatsoever. especially cornflakes, has no fiber whatsoever. And that's the
Okay.
opportunity lost. Yes, yes. You're eating loads of carbohydrate with no
Yeah.
nutrition value whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
And I think
instead,
cereals are the basic part of our day-to-day life for all of us
exactly,
because
exactly.
we all are in a rushy situation in the mornings, and what we can find is, okay, baby, come and take your cereals, and here you go, your breakfast done, and we are feeling happy, done and dusted. But we don't
Oh,
realize that in the back of it, we are not
absolutely.
giving them the fibers in their diet early in the morning itself.
Beautiful. So I'll give you one recipe which will
Yeah.
nourish you for the whole day, partly,
Yeah,
which is
before you
oat.
go, before you start, I would just take a moment to interact with my divas as well, so they get involved and if they have any questions. So, dear divas, Mubina is here and sharing her really good tips today with us. She has been a dietitian since last more than 20 years, 20, 30. Um,
No, not that long.
Couple of years, okay, many years we can say, but it's a
Yes,
good
many.
vast experience that Mubeda is carrying, and we can definitely utilize today's session to grab some information about our diet, our family's diet. If you have any questions about diet, we'll try to address your questions in today's session. So do let us know. We will definitely look into it. So over to you, Mubina. That
So I'm just
recipe.
thinking
I'm
how long.
excited.
I think 15 years I'm dietitian for.
Yeah, okay.
I was calculating, how long? Time flies,
So
isn't it?
now
When you're having
15 years
fun.
of experience.
Yeah. So thank you, thank you. Yes,
So
and
now
welcome
over to
everyone.
you for your recipe.
Okay. So in the morning, check all those cereals away. They're expensive. You don't have to pay, that much money. Just buy simple oats, rolled oats, and then
Yeah,
cook it night before. Okay. In the you can cook it in the water, milk. Cook it night before, and then add some nuts in it. Maybe you can crush nuts powder, mixed nuts powder,
yeah.
or whole nuts, and the dry fruits.
And dry,
Okay,
sorry, what?
dry fruits.
Oh, dry
Those
fruits. Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
like raisins and
Yeah.
dates and all those things. Okay, put them, mix it, cook them, you microwave it. You don't have to do any. You don't have to work hard. Just chuck it in the microwave for
Ah,
the whole family. That's it. And you
that's
put
very
the whole
easy,
pot.
very nice.
Yes, exactly. And in the winter, you can leave it outside. If it's a very hot day, you can put it in the fridge. No problem.
Yeah,
And in the
okay.
morning, it will become really tasty because it gets smooth and it's really like a
Creamy
cave.
texture.
Yes, it will
Yeah.
taste like a cave. Yeah,
Right. And also it fulfills all your, because you have added nuts, you have added seeds, and there's a lot of fiber in that one. So you are kicking off your day with a good, healthy dose of
beautiful.
every micronutrients in your diet, in your breakfast.
Yeah.
So
And if you're
that,
trying to lose weight, what you
yeah.
can do, you can reduce the amount of oat and you can put some oat bran, yeah, wheat bran in it. That will
Oh,
reduce the carbohydrate further and increase the fiber.
so say that again for weight loss, if we add oats with the wheat bran or
Oat
completely wheat
bran.
bran.
Oat bran or wheat bran. What the oat bran and wheat bran are, basically they're fiber. It doesn't have much carbohydrate in them.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So with that, it will increase your fiber, but it will
Yeah.
reduce carbohydrate.
Okay, that's very nice. That's I think for me as it is as a mom, it's a good excellent tip because my kids love cereals. Although I add in the cereal itself, I added lots of seeds and nuts on the top of it, because I know cereals are not completely healthy, but still to fulfill the needs of their taste and also the health, mama's health perspective, we top it up with different fruit, seeds, and nuts combination. But that's a really good tip to balance out again the taste and the health
Yeah.
going forward.
Children will love it. Children will, it gets so creamy, it tastes like a cave in next time. So
Yeah,
yeah, they will
wow,
love it.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much, Mabina, for this one. Um, And also, I would like to ask you about your own practices. We have been like talked a little bit about journal, diet, nutrition, and we also have your two tips already in our sessions for our divas and their family members. For your practice, how do you start and address your clients in your dietitian practices? What kind of What specific type of clients do you take? Do you have any kind of selection criteria, or can you help anyone, or do you help someone with the diseases, or how does it work in your practices?
Most my patients come from GPs.
Okay.
जब डॉक्टर डंडा देता है
हाँ, तो वहां से रेफरेंस के थ्रू आते हैं आपके पास.
because as I said, until people are sick, they don't realize
Yeah.
that they need to eat right. Because think about it, we are what we eat.
Yes,
We are.
true.
We push our body, we torture our body until it starts to give up. So
Yeah.
one of my messages: don't wait for that. Don't
Yeah.
wait. Which is unfortunate. Most of my patients come from doctors. I mean, people
Mm,
should be taking their health on their own hands.
mm.
डॉक्टर के डंडे का इंतजार मत करो.
Exactly. Start as
Okay,
soon as you can. Don't wait for
and yeah,
things
exactly. And
to.
the bad news that you got something, you don't want to wait for that. Number one.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of patients with the diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and many other gut issues and
Mm-hmm.
allergies and things like that. So all sorts of
Okay.
issues. Yes, yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah. And I mean, a bit difficult question to ask, but still I
Yeah.
would ask for the benefit of myself and my divas as well, our divas. Um, can we really claim that the diseases or the symptoms of the problem that we are getting are curable with the right diet?
Depends
I mean,
on what
is
it
it
is.
curable?
Yes, yes. For diabetes, like for example, simple thing like a diabetes. If
Yeah.
your diabetes have just started, it
Yeah.
can be reversed with diet. The reason
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes there's no magic in it. There's no magic in it. A lot of
Yes.
marketeers out there they'll sell it as a magic. Oh, we'll reverse your diet in 72 hours.
Yeah.
They dramatize it. They don't
Yeah.
explain you because if they
Yeah.
explain, there's no money in it. they
Yeah.
they want to
True.
sell product, they want to make you
Yeah.
bewoof. So that's, but for the dietitians we explain them what's the mechanism behind it.
Yes.
It reverses in many people because a lot of people for diabetes is due to overweight or
Mm-hmm.
lack of activity, physical activity, or the
Mm-hmm.
stress. So mainly first thing we target is the body weight, because what
Mm-hmm.
happens with the fat in the body, it actually interferes with the functionality of insulin. So insulin
Mm-hmm.
doesn't work properly. So
Yes.
that is the reason your sugar starts to go high. So
Yes.
if person loses weight, if they
Yeah.
can come down within the healthy body weight and the physical activity increased,
Yeah.
diabetes reverses. Or it can delay it. They come down normal now, but they still have to keep an eye on because they have a
Yeah.
tendency, right? There's a
Right.
tendency there. So they have to make sure that their body weight doesn't go up again, and they
Yeah.
have to make sure that they keep physically active, and they can stay diabetes free rest of their life. Now
Right.
such a simple explanation,
Yeah.
but the marketeers won't explain you that because they
Yes.
want to
Nobody
sell the product.
explains you that. Nobody.
No, exactly.
You go to doctor and doctor will prescribe a medicine to you, and this is the dose of medicine you have to take the rest of your
That
life.
yes, that is another problem, and actually from the Diabetes Hub Multicultural Australia, we will
Yeah.
develop a program to
Yeah.
educate doctors because the problem is
Okay.
doctors get 6 hours of education in nutrition
Yes.
if they're lucky, and yeah, so they really don't have understanding or appreciation that how
Mm.
important and how powerful the diet can be. So it's not their fault. Unfortunately,
Yes.
that's their education system, which is
Yeah.
designed by pharmaceutical companies.
I
So
know.
I feel sorry for them as well. So that's, but we need to do that because the Australian Guide of Diabetes Management says
Yeah.
diabetes must be managed with the diet first, but in
Yes.
most cases it doesn't happen. One of my patients rang up and says, "Look, Mobina, my doctor does not prescribe, do not sort of recommend me to see a dietitian." I said,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a diabetes for a very long time, and he says, "Oh, you're managing fine with the medication. You don't need to see a dietitian."
Yeah.
So even that the Australian Guide to Diabetes Management says that it should manage with the diet first, but this message hasn't gone to the many doctors out there,
Yeah.
especially the old school one, the old, very, very old one. The
Yeah.
message hasn't gone to them.
Yeah.
That's why
Not true.
all knowledge is there, know-how is there, but unfortunately it's not getting to the people, and people are
Yeah.
suffering because of that, because
Yeah.
medication is not an answer. It's but if you're taking medication, you should continue with that. Definitely, you just don't drop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has
Yeah. No,
to be.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, no, that's a very good advice, and that gives a kind of promising answer for any of the Tiva who is listening. If any of your family members or you know someone who is suffering from diabetes, it is curable, it is fixable with the right diet.
only for some people. This is the
Yeah,
beginning, the
yeah,
initial. They've just diagnosed,
yeah,
or they are on a borderline. It depends on the reason. What's the start? The reason? Yes, it's reversible.
yeah.
A
But
lot
even
of
in the
studies have
other
been done.
conditions, even in the other conditions, if you proper right diet, it is definitely under control all the time, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
it's a science that will be beneficial for anyone who needs the attention. If you are at the verge of developing diabetes or any such issues as the symptoms of the root cause, then definitely diet is one thing that you need to fix. The basic and the most important thing that you need to fix as a part of your lifestyle changes.
The
So
other
yeah,
important things, which is a major concern of a lot of people, and it's increasing,
yeah,
cholesterol, blood pressure,
yeah.
and blood lipids. They all can be controlled with diet.
Okay, yeah.
They
See,
all
there you go. If we cannot claim, of course, we are not medical doctors, so we cannot claim that it is curable, it is
not
fixable, but
curable,
still
controlled.
but it is controllable, and definitely it's not only for diabetes, it's not only for the symptoms, it's an overall beneficial for all of us to maintain the right diet, right nutrition, and you are good and active for throughout your life. So what
Exactly.
else?
Why wait for until we get sick or blood pressure high?
Exactly.
Why? Optimal.
Yeah.
Always we try to achieve optimal.
Yeah,
So
true, true, true. No, that's good. um I want to ask a couple of questions about your organizations and your own self as a diva, about your journey. But before that, one last question about the diets and the nutrition. What
sure.
kind of diet would you help someone to, because someone to lose weight? Total overall diet, because a lot of divas and in general women always stay concerned about their weight, about their about everything on their figure size and weight, you know.
Absolutely.
So that
Absolutely.
would be very beneficial if you can share one
Yes.
basic tip or diet that you can advise.
Absolutely. So first you start with psychology.
Okay.
What? Yes, exactly. So sometimes we know it. A lot of things we
Mm-hmm.
know. We don't know everything, but we know
Mm-hmm.
basic things, that what are the things going to harm your health.
Yeah.
But often we end up doing it anyway. We don't
Yes.
follow through what we want to do.
Yeah.
It comes down to our psychology. It comes down to our mental health. It comes down to what's going on in your life, what's going
Yes.
on at work, at home,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a book on it. We make 200 decisions about food every day. 200 decisions. Now,
Okay. How
how
interesting that
often,
fact is.
exactly, now how often we would be in our right mind to make the right decision? Not very
Yes.
often. Most
Yeah.
of the time, our food decisions are unconscious decision, habitual decision, or
Yeah.
environmental. So either we are affected by environment, what's available in the house, we're gonna eat it. So start
Yes.
with your pantry and start with your shopping list. That has to clean first.
Yeah.
Make that
Okay.
healthy, make your pantry healthy, make your shopping list healthy. So obviously
Yes.
you eat what's available. Number one. Number two, you can practice meditation, you can practice breathing exercise to make you to raise your awareness. So
Hmm.
whatever you're eating, so you ask yourself, is it, am I hungry, or is it I'm
Yeah.
eating because there's something bothering me in my mind and I'm just reaching out to food because of because it gives me pleasure, it gives me peace for a little bit, for a second,
Yeah.
it gives me, calms me down a little bit. So
Yeah.
find some other sources of calm you down. Maybe go for a walk, do something different. And
Yeah.
the good thing about breathing practice in the morning, in the evening, what happens? It becomes your habit. So now
Yeah.
you're very, very in line with your emotions. You're
Hmm.
aware of it. So as
Yeah.
long as as soon as it comes up, you are aware of it. Okay, hang on, I should not let it go
Yes.
uh, bigger and control me, take over me. And with the breathing exercise, you can actually bring it down. So hang on. Maybe it's just false alarm. I shouldn't be worrying about things. I shouldn't. It's just total unnecessary. You will see most
Yeah.
of the time that anxiety that comes in, there are false
Mm-hmm.
alarms. They're not
Yeah.
worth worrying. Most of the things are just not worth
Yeah.
worrying about. And then you will be in the right mindset to analyze that. Is it like someone said something? But, I mean, really? Do I really have to worry about what do I care? I mean,
Yeah.
them. So just who cares what the person thinks about me? So
Yeah.
and without
True.
and also we worried about we are judged all the time, isn't it? People judge you all the time. So you tell yourself, hang on, doesn't matter. I don't really care. It's
Yeah.
about what I think about myself, what I feel about myself. That's
Mm.
all it matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People have because the reason the people have opinions because they have their own issues in their life.
Yeah. 100% all the time. I see the
All
clients
the
all the
time.
time and they are worried about every single thing you talk about, Mubina. They talk about they have issues about how I'm going to go to the office. It's such a small thing but still a big stress factor. And in that moment I can totally relate to what you are saying, that your eating habits, your eating decisions are influenced by the stress that you are carrying.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when you start working on that, you
Yeah.
everything will start to, and also feel comfortable on whatever you are. Does
Yeah.
not matter really,
Yes.
because when you come from a mindset that I want to lose weight because I want to look good,
Mm,
then that's a negative mindset you're starting off with,
mm,
and the
mm.
probably you will end up into there's a cycle. It's called a bad relationship with food.
Yeah.
So we kind of have we eat, but then we feel bad about it afterwards, and then we
It
eat more. We
Yeah.
eat more to make it feel as good. So it's a
Yeah.
cycle we get into. So it's called there's a bad relationship with food.
Yeah.
So
True.
it can happen. So number one, first feel comfortable. You're beautiful. What you are, who you are, how you look, it does not matter.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think people are judging you, but no, we judge ourselves. Really,
Yes.
really. We are
That's
the
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Even I was working with one of the client today, and I really could see from from the words that she was speaking that nobody else is projecting their judgment onto her. It's her own fears, her own traumas and judgment was projecting on herself. And that's the biggest thing that I see in all the ladies, especially in the women, I would say. I'm I mean, I don't want to be racist in this moment or sexist in this moment, but I have seen this behavior more towards in women than in men. And that's why women probably have developed more issues health wise than men as well. Because we
exactly.
start judging our own self, then anybody else is judging us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's the cultural thing. Because women
Yes,
are expected in a certain way. Women are considered as an object of sort of it's object rather than a person. It's
person.
always judged based on how they look,
Yeah,
how they.
yeah.
So that's the reason. So yeah, it comes
Yeah,
from
and
cultural background.
every single decision impacts your weight,
Yes,
impacts your nutrition, impacts your health. So, dear divas, be very mindful about what you choose to filter in your thoughts. Choose to take as a judgment, as a fear, and every decision that you take, consciously aware about all the decisions. I know at least one of the diva in the group, of course, being the privacy conditions, I'm not going to take her name, but she has exactly the same negative relationship with food, what you are telling Hubina. Whatever she eats and then feel guilt conscious about it, and then on the top of it she eats it again, and then she feels like why I'm gaining weight, why I'm going to big sizes again and again. So I already have taken a kind of little bit of coaching session with her, but with your tips I'm sure it gonna help her again a lot, because experts tell a lot right information than, about nutrition and then anyone else, I would say. And on that note, if I ask you, as Diva, as a person, what is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength is actually I have developed this over time because I don't think I had when I was young, but
Mm-hmm.
especially last in 10 years I'm doing a lot of meditation and self discovery and self journey. So I think for me that now strength is that I just take things easy.
That's very good. Very good. As I know you, you definitely are a very jolly good person. Take it as, as you go with the flow of the environment. And I totally can sense what you are telling about yourself.
Yeah, because I was very control freak as I was young, and I think environmental as well because I picked up from people around me.
Yeah.
Very punctual, everything like very like planning minute by
Yeah.
minute, and
Yeah.
everything has to go right. If
Yeah.
it doesn't, then it used to upset me a lot.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't. I plan big. I still plan
Yeah.
big, but I said, okay, well, if it doesn't go according to my plan, that's fine too.
That's fine. It's okay. Yeah. And how did you find your difference in your own health when you were control freak in the earlier age?
Yes,
Now,
anxiety.
after developing this, how is your health on the rate of like 10? 10 being the good in control, good health.
Yes, I have a lot more energy because when
Yeah.
your anxiety drains your energy a lot.
Yes.
You don't
Yeah.
realize it. If the thoughts are running in your mind, if you have something that's bothering you, it's like,
Yeah.
when you run a computer with many programs on, which is a
Yeah.
heavy programs, it consumes you a lot of processors. Your
Mhm.
computer slows down,
Yeah.
right? So
True.
it's same thing. So you need to be very observant exactly what thoughts are running in your mind that's taking up that energy and making
Yeah.
you drained at the end of the day. So you can start cleaning. It's like weeding it out and cleaning it. I call it hygiene, mental hygiene.
Okay.
So
Okay. So yeah, I agree 100%. You need to go to the task manager, delete some of that unused task, and then be ready for the next level so you can eat healthy, think healthy, and be healthy for the rest of your lives as well.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. And as we are talking about your strength, what is your greatest weakness?
Oh, my greatest weakness, I guess. Hmm.
Difficult question.
Actually, I have turned all my weakness into strength now because I just accept them. So it's like it's okay. So
Yeah.
it's part of it
Who
because I don't
cares?
because I don't see it as because my angle has changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Perspective.
I don't see it as a weakness anymore. I see it as a part of human being. Like
Yeah.
we all have we are not going to be expert in everything,
Yes.
right? We're
Yes.
not going to be good at everything. We're not going to be perfect or human being. We make silly decisions, silly thoughts, and silly emotions. Keeps popping
Yeah.
up, isn't it, all the time?
Yes.
So I am
And
that
we
mix
have
of that.
limited time on this earth as well.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
I accept them as a part of me, and I kind of not too much let it worry me unless it's causing issues to others. Then I try to
Yeah.
okay, if it's
Yeah.
causing issues to others, then I make a point of changing it.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a very good thing. Why did I ask this question? Because this is a great message for all the divas as well. To be healthy, you need to be aware of your strengths and your weaknesses as well. Because once you are aware of your weakness, then only you can start working upon it. Then only you can either let it go or do things to improve on it.
Yeah.
But if you start hanging on in between, accepting, rejecting, accepting or resisting, then you are not going to get to any point in your health,
Yes.
as Mobina said in the beginning of the session, on an integrated level, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So
Absolutely.
spiritual or integrated health comes when you totally devote yourself on a level of conscious awareness. be it food or be it your thoughts. So that's a really good tip, Mubina. Thank you so much for sharing your weakness and strength with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And in between, we are getting a good, we're getting some comments, hello, hi, and hello, lovely ladies, and great tips. So we are getting feedback that you are sharing good tips, Mubina. Thank you so much for that. Moving forward, I want to ask you about your, are you okay?
Yes, yes, my phone dropped. Give me one sec. Give me one
No
sec.
problem. Take your time.
Set it back again.
So, ladies, if you have any questions for Mubina that you want to
Is
ask,
it
please
okay?
feel free to let us know. Yeah, Mubina, everything is okay.
Yeah,
You're
because it's
looking
on
good
the
as
phone. I'm
usual.
trying to come closer so you can see my face.
Yeah. No,
I want to be close to you.
you are already in the group. You are already in the heart. So definitely you are making a good closeness already.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Appreciated
admire
that.
your presence. Always admire your presence.
Thank you.
Mubina, I want to ask a bit about your organization as well.
Yes,
Your
yes, yes.
non-profit
Definitely, definitely. Yes,
organization.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
my first question is, tell us about it, and the second question in continuation is it separate than your practices?
Yes, they're two separate things. And I started this organization because, as I said, that I see patients when they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I always hope and dream that if I see this patient 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be in a situation. In most cases, diabetes can be avoided, heart disease can be avoided, and cancers, many form of cancer can be avoided. So, and many other diseases. So I said that's why I started this organization to go out in the community and
Okay.
educate people and
Mm-hmm.
motivate people to look after them now rather than
Mm-hmm.
wait for those diseases. So
Yeah.
we have a many programs. We have many free programs, health programs.
Okay.
Yes, they come and join with us. So it's a daily. We'll have a daily exercise, half an hour exercise. So we haven't
Okay.
started this. It's all under the pipeline. It's all and it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So daily half an hour exercise online. How
Okay.
beautiful isn't it? And one
Yeah.
day we'll have day we'll have Zumba, other day Pilate, other day Tai Chi, variety. Bollywood
Wow.
dance one day, yoga.
Yeah.
So there'll be variety. So you will not get bored. So
Yeah.
the purpose is in half an hour, basically every morning you just bring your focus in your body
Yeah.
and you just remind yourself, this is my body. I'm not going to torture all day. I'm going to look after it. I'm going to keep it active, physically active whole day. It's not, sometimes it's not, exercise is not about going and working out 1 hour in the gym. It's about
Yeah.
whole day, what you do with it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
far more beneficial to stay active whole day rather than going into 1 hour gym. So,
True.
or sometime equal. So you remind yourself in the morning, you bring your focus in the body. So, okay, I'm going to eat right. I'm going to move all day. I'm going to be aware of my thoughts. I will have a good thoughts all day. So this is like half an hour session. It's like a bring awareness on every level, health.
Okay.
And then you start a day fresh and then energized and positive and, bubbly.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So
Yeah.
half an hour every day, and then we will have other work. We will have many webinars. So please
Okay.
go over Facebook page. I will after this session finishes. I'm gonna add that link to
Share
my
that one.
Facebook page.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Please.
go there, follow it because we're gonna post daily health tips, and you
Yeah.
can become member as well. Once you become member, then you will be sort of emailed and other ways you can in WhatsApp. You can actually will be sent daily motivational tips, health tips. So
Okay.
and the good thing is now we have a walkathon and the
Yes.
reason for walk yes
That's very
that
exciting.
I know people are just absolutely loving it. I mean, I had not realized it would go that big. Actually, I had started with just by from what do you call it, Bella Vista Farm. I thought maybe
Yeah.
just 50 to 100 people will get together and we'll have a walk. And from
Yeah.
there, it just grew and grew and grew and grew. So now we're expecting 1,000, maybe 2,000 people
Wow.
at Town
Such a
Showground because
massive, massive
yes,
event coming
yes.
up. Wow.
And we will have like a food and kids ride and entertainment and we have lined up Indu Hare Krishna, she's so kind, putting together an entire show dancers, international in terms of multicultural dances.
Yeah.
So from Fijian to different types, different fun dance, and
Yeah.
we have a dhol. We'll have a dhol and dance on the dhol as well, and a dance workshop first thing in the morning. So we have lots and lots of things happening there. So just
Wow.
make sure you. I'll put the link in the
Yes, yes,
in the
yes, yes,
comment below. So make sure you register it. And another thing, look, the best gift you can give to someone is a gift of health. Okay,
yes.
so we have created a Facebook event, and
Yeah.
in that event now you have opportunity. Now you have opportunity to influence your friends and family and all the other community people that you want them to do well, you want them to be healthy and stay out of the trouble. So
Yeah.
in share with them, you can share up to 500 people. So
Yeah.
please do
Okay.
that. That's a
Yeah.
service to the humankind. That's a service to your family and friends. So if
No,
you just a
100%,
simple
Movina.
thing.
That's a very, very noble cause, and definitely we all are up for it. And I would urge my beautiful inspirational divas as well to join the tribe with Mubina and support Mubina in the maximum strength, in the maximum number and count for this walkathon. Mubina, can you please confirm me the dates once again so we
Yes,
can?
yes, yes. It's a 21st of August. It's a Sunday. Sunday
Okay.
fun day.
Yeah.
It'll be Sunday fun day, family day. So it's a whole family day out. And so basically celebrating life, celebrating health, and celebrating 75th year, 75 years of independence. What a
Yes.
celebration.
Yeah.
So, so please select going in the Facebook event.
Yeah.
There is a button called ticket.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
register yourself there, and registration is absolute must. So
Yeah.
even if you turn up without registration, you have to register it there. But they
Yeah.
allow time for check-in. The queues will be very long because no one can enter people without check-in. So you come
Yeah.
early, come 9 o'clock, 10
Yeah.
o'clock. From 10 o'clock, we will have a dhol and a workshop, dance workshop. And
Okay.
10:30, just half an hour, 10:30, we'll have walkathon starting. And then after that, there will be medal ceremony. So people will take photos with their medals and the certificates and signs and lots of fun. Put those photos, those on your Facebook page, and show people off a little bit.
Yeah. No, of
And the good
course,
thing is
that's must.
that is you don't have to you don't have to walk 10 kilometers. Please note this down. You don't have to walk 10 kilometers. 50 meters is enough. 50
Yeah.
meters. Choose 50 meters, 500 meters, or half a kilometer, 1 kilometers, and start practicing today. Make a target today. Register
Yeah.
today. Make a target. I'm going to walk that much that day
Yeah.
and start practicing. So 50 meters is enough. The reason is we are just getting together, celebrating health, celebrating
Yes.
life, and celebrating 75th year, 75
Yeah.
years of independence. It's more of a celebration, not like a parishram nahi karna wahan jaake.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If you
Not
enjoy,
exactly. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Not exactly a walkathon, but a kind of conscious awareness and a celebration, as Mubina has said. So probably, yeah. Mubina, one thing is the total length 10 kilometer, and is it which venue is it?
Blacktown Showground. So
Oh,
it's a round ground. So it's
okay.
about three-quarter of a kilometer, one round.
Okay.
You can take a
Okay.
one round, two round, half a round. It doesn't matter. You go round and round as long as you want to. No one is watching you. You know, in
Yeah.
other events, people watch each other and look who is doing. No, it's not a competition, and there will
Yeah.
be stores in front of it. So you want no one will see you how long
Yeah.
you walk. No one will see anyone. No one will watch you. No one will judge you. No one will sort of keeping an eye on you. Not, so
Yeah.
basically, just in privacy, you do whatever you want to do. At the end of it, then you just come, take a photo with the medal. Everyone gets certificate
No,
because you
that's
come.
yeah.
Because it's thing is that you appreciate health. You're getting
Yes.
certificate. You're getting medal because you appreciate health. You appreciate how important the sort of exercise in your life is. Then
Yeah.
I'll tell you another tip. As soon as you register, don't think when you register, don't think what I will be doing that day. I don't have a plan. It's not 4 weeks. 4 weeks later, I don't know where I'm doing. And whether it's good or bad, don't think of any of those things. Why?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you register, it's only $2. Okay, as soon as you register, and studies have shown, if you put down your commitment in writing, change starts to begin in your life immediately.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait for walkathon for the inspiration. Your change will start immediately. The exercise routine that you wanted to do for years, it was not happening. The diet, the eating right, and all the meditation, everything you wanted to do for years was not happening. It will start to happen for
Yeah.
you right away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
register yourself straight away today. I'll put a link down
Yeah.
here. Register today. And second thing, you invite, you share with your friend. Share the
Yes.
goodness, share the help, share the sort of love to your
Yeah.
friends and family.
Yeah, no, no, definitely. It's a very noble cause, Mobina, and that's why I really wanted to have this conversation with you because, of course, I will be available with you physically as well in that showground, but emotionally, mentally, on any other way, if we can contribute in this noble cause, that is all. It's my pleasure. I'm thankful to you for, first of all, thinking about it, second of all, implementing and executing all the tiny bits that you are doing for the community. And
Thank you very
please
much.
do us a favor of putting your pages and your the NGO link and the walkathon link in the event section for this video, for this event, and definitely we will join you for the walkathon and also on your pages as well. I'm
Beautiful.
sure all the divas has really had good time because we got the feedback as well, and you shared good tips of cleaning gut, of using more fibers, and the recipe that you have shared. Everything back to back was full packed of information. And how pity of us that we are trying to grab 15 years of experience into 1 hour of conversation, which is entirely not possible.
I know, I know.
So,
But the
so
thing is, I love to see you guys again and again. So I'll be back.
yeah, no, 100%. We want you back as well. And on that note, we have another comment. Nice information, Mubina. Best wishes for the walkathon and nice talk, Puja. So thank you so much, Mubina, from all the divas, from all the inspirational divas. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing the tips and also raising awareness for the diabetes or the diet or the nutrition and what actually should be the mindset of daily in a day-to-day routine for us to be on the healthy levels or healthy lifestyle. So once again, thank you and thank you for joining here in this session as well, and hope to see you back again very soon.
Thank you very much. And just a quick one. We are looking for volunteers as well. As I said, it
Oh,
has grown
okay.
like a unexpectedly. We are starting with like 100, and now it's like over 1,000. So obviously,
Right,
workload is fair bit, and we want to help everyone, right? If every people
right.
want it, why not? So we are looking for volunteer to help us now to manage few things. It's not a
So
lot
do
of
you
time. Just half an hour of day is fine.
okay, so you want to start it, I mean the volunteers who is interested needs to start from
Help. Yes.
recently up to the
Yes.
event, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Pre-event preparation. Yes.
So I'm sure divas are paying attention, and if anybody is interested, we will definitely highlight this as a separate note as well. But we will get in touch with you if anybody would be interested.
Beautiful. Thank you. And they will all get certificate.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Mubina, and
And on the day as well. We are looking for
yeah, yeah,
volunteers on the day as well. Yeah.
sure, 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 and many wishes for everything that you do.
Thank you very
Thank
much. I really,
you.
really enjoyed the session.
Yeah, me too.
And
All
wish you
right.
all the best and wish you good health to all of your listeners.
Thank you so much, Mubina. Thank you. Speak
Bye for now.
soon. Take care.
Speak soon. Bye
Bye.
bye.